Valle Vista Baptist Church is a church like many others in the fact that it's been around for a long time and it's done great work throughout its history. But as of late, it's been on the decline, and if something doesn't change, it's not going to be effective any longer in the community.
This church is on the doorstep of not existing anymore. Really, it's almost like just a picture of kind of a death and resurrection. And the challenge at first was just really getting to know the people, getting to honor the history, but also get a compelling vision moving forward about what God would want to do in and through this congregation. One of the things I am so grateful for is the family of churches, the network of within the Southern Baptist Convention. I wasn't always Southern Baptist. I have had previous experience planting churches, and I did it without any kind of network, without any kind of support. Now I've experienced what it's like to work within a family of churches, people that are working together, cooperating for kingdom good, and I would never do it the other way again.
Jason Mayo and his wife and his family are almost like missionaries to that community. As far as replanting that church, it's going to take a while. It may take several years.
Replanting a church is hard. There's lots of ups and downs. Sometimes it's in finances, sometimes it's in ministry, sometimes it's in the people, sometimes it's in the building that you've inherited. There's going to be challenges, there's no doubt about it.
But when he came into the collective, immediately he was surrounded by a bunch of guys who were just actually pouring into him and blessing him and encouraging him. And when I say him, I'm talking about Jason and his wife and his whole family. Because he was in a network like ours, we were able to provide him stability and security and give him a context in which he can take a breath and say, okay, I'm here for the long haul.
My husband has a lot on his plate. He works full-time at a very stressful job. He is in seminary, and he is a replanter and part of the Providence Collective. So he has a lot of things competing for his attention, for his time.
So both in the quote unquote secular employment that I have and in the work of ministry, one of the things I like to talk about a lot is that our job is to plant seeds. And if we believe that, we know that our job is just to be faithful in planting the seed of the gospel of Jesus Christ and trust that He's going to do the work.
We're seeing people that didn't know the Lord now know the Lord, and because of that, their hope is increased. Their purpose on life is been revealed to them in a way that they didn't even know before.
For every precious person here, I thank you for the promise of what we read even before this time, that you are a God who cares, you are a God who hears, and you are a God who answers the prayers of your people. God really graced us that we were able to see 23 baptisms last year, and that's amazing. But I'm almost just as excited about the spiritual growth that we've seen in some of the folks that are a part of that. We had a lady come to me recently and just talk about how God has been shaping her heart. And she said, I'm less angry than I was before. I have more peace. I'm trusting in God more. I'm understanding God's word better. It's impacted my relationship with my husband. And so those stories, you can't always count those on our typical metrics, but it's life transformation. And I get really excited and thankful to the Lord that He's doing that work in people's hearts and lives.
We count the cost, and we have found that we have come out on the other side better, more fulfilled, happier, and seeing God's hand in every single part of our lives. And it has been beautiful.
The reality is, there are thousands and thousands of communities like Valle Vista. Though those communities aren't growing, there are people that need to hear the gospel. There are people that need to be loved. There are people that need a pastor. And I think this church is going to be one of those great examples of how you can send a replanter into such a difficult situation where on that mission field, there's not a lot of resources. So that he has to bring the resources with him through a network, through an association, through a group of fellow pastors and churches that are working together. And that's what we're doing at Valle Vista Baptist Church.